this video, I'm going to show you how to take our bechamel sauce that we made in a previous video and turn it into Mornay. And you're going to do this by adding 2 ounces of grated parmesan, 4 ounces of gruyere, a little bit of milk for thinning, and finishing with some lemon and whole butter. The process is really simple. You're just going to thin your bechamel a tiny bit with some fresh milk, and you're going to heat the bechamel over a medium to medium-high flame, whisking it to make sure it doesn't stick, and you're thinning it just because it's going to become quite thick once you add the cheese, which is the step here. So I'm adding in the 4 ounces of grated gruyere, and then 2 ounces of grated parmesan right on top, and this could be any cheese that you like, and you'll notice that it becomes nice and thick once you bring it back to a simmer. Now, Escoffier's version of Mornay's, he takes 1 pint of stock and he combines it with 1 pint of bechamel and adds to it 2 ounces of parmesan, 2 ounces of gruyere, and that's his old school method of doing it. Either way, you want to turn off the flame and swirl in or whisk in some whole butter to help just enrich in the sauce and give it a nice smooth consistency. A couple of drops of lemon juice or any acid of your choice. Lemon is just the classic acid used, and it's going to help cut through the richness of the sauce and brighten it up a little bit. So you want to go ahead and taste it for seasoning and flavor. You can add some pepper, you can add some salt at this point. And then if you're going to set it aside so you can go and make something else, just cover it with some plastic wrap, lay the plastic wrap directly on the surface of the sauce, and just keep it in a nice warm spot on your stove, and this will keep it from turning a skin. Now here, because the Mornay sauce is just a terrible thing to waste, I'm going to saute up some bacon with some onions and cook off some elbow macaroni pasta, throw in some diced tomatoes that have been seeded and diced, and this could be whatever you want. So here I have the caramelized onions and the bacon going in with the macaroni going in with the diced tomato, then the Mornay right on top. And you're going to mix that Mornay in. And this is a great start for, you guessed it, a macaroni and cheese. And again, the macaroni can be any sort of pasta you like. And you can put any sort of flavorings in here that you like. And you can just take your spatula, mix it around. Here I like to add a little bit of lemon zest. Again, the lemon zest is going to help cut through the richness. A little bit of chopped greenery, like some roughly chopped spinach, works nice. And then you're going to just mix this whole thing together. And me personally, I would stop here. I would thin with a little bit of milk, mix it together, and I would stop at this point because this is how I like it. But some people do like to bake it. Now, also a little bit of red chili flake is nice as well. Give a nice little kick to that. So if you like the baked version of the macaroni and cheese, and again, I'd probably just stop here and eat it like this, but you can put it into little crocs or in some sort of a baking pan. Add a little bit extra milk into the dish because it will evaporate during the cooking process. And you're going to top again with a cheese that's grated of your choice here. I'm just using a little bit of Parmesan, a little bit of Gruyere, and bake in a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes or until they look like this, a nice golden brown. And this is just one of many ways to use a Mornay. Mornay is also commonly used in baking scalloped potatoes. It's the sauce that kind of layers in between the potatoes. For more information and this episode's show notes, head on over to stellaculinary.com/SNS10.